I know. I feel like
Does.
so unprepared.
I think part of the problem with not having, we didn't have school. Of course, I purposely kind of made Halloween a little bit lighter just because we were busy with National Honor Society stuff. But yeah, it does seem like it's dragged a little bit. So, but anyway, let's go ahead. I want to talk a little bit about what the difference of the test will be. Right here, I do have the non-calculator portion of the test, okay? And so we'll practice those just a little bit. There are actually going to be on your test 8 problems, and then what you'll do is you'll take off that front page and you'll just turn that back in, and then you guys will go and start working on the rest of your test. And you can have your calculator from the rest of the test. But I wanted you guys to have an idea on your logs, and just to kind of make sure that we're understanding them, and plus I think it's just good to have that grasp of our common logs and what they are. So if you guys want, I know we've done these before, and you guys are like zipping through these like crazy, so I hardly even want, but keep in mind any of these could be on the test. So if we went real fast, what is log base 5 of 1/25? Close. Negative, but not 5, because 5 to the 5th power.
Oh, yeah.
So -2. Yep, -2. And so this one would be then -2 for my people at Ingalls. What about this one, log of 10 to the 11th power? 11, right, because remember when the base is the same and we assume that one there, then it's just going to be the power, because we've done that with pulling that power right out in front. And so this would be also a similar problem, but just going to be then 2x, yes, because that's the power. And then log base 3 of the square root of 3. So think about this one as log base 3 of 3 to the 1/2 power. Does that help?
1/2.
1/2. That would be it.
Okay,
Now,
so if it was like, what's the word, cubed?
the cubed,
Like
the
three,
cube.
then it'd just be a third.
Yes,
instead of a
then it would be a third if this was the cube root of that. So, and then if I'm going to throw out a couple of them that it could be. So log of 1,000.
half? 2,
Try again.
3.
3. Yes,
Yeah.
because log of 100 would be 2. Good. So this one's going to be 3. How about this one?
4 or 3.
4 times 4 would be 16 times 4 again. So 3. 3. Good. How about that one? 1. Very good. Oh gosh, that's just 1. Now this one's one where, remember, the base is bigger than the power.
1/2.
So it's 1/2. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like.
Remember, you could write this one as 1/100.
So it's negative.
-2. Yep, -2 on that one. And we can go over that one. How about this one again is similar, that one where it's the base is bigger than the number.
2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 2. So 4, 1/4.
1/4. Good job. Okay, now here's a little switch on it, but this time the base is smaller. But it's
Negative 4.
perfect. -4.
So only
Oh.
when, so only when like
Let me compare these two.
yeah.
Okay.
So the negative will be for the fraction.
Yes. What this means, so I don't have to write on there, let me just go ahead and do the sticky notes. So this means 16 to what power is equal to 2. And so in other words, you're going to take it to the 1/4 power, because it's going to be the 4th root of 16 is going to equal 2. Where this means 2 to what number is equal to 1/16. And so that's where you're going to end up being. You have to bring it to the bottom and then take it to the 4th power. So that's why this one is 2 to the negative 4th power is equal to 1/16.
Okay.
Did that help? Maybe it'll just kind of explain it a little bit more. All right, you could have one like that. Undefined. Very good. Never ever can you have a number in here that's going to be negative. Very good. Oh, and then, okay, let me just, because I got that. Okay, here's an easy one. 2, right. 3 to the 2nd power is going to be 9. 1. Very good. Here's a funky one where it's the power to power.
Yeah, 15.
That's 15. Very good.
So the 0.
0, right. Anytime this is 1 in here, it'll always be 0.
2.
2, very good. Oh, there we go with another 0. Okay, how about that one?
Negative 3.
-3, good job. Gosh, I had all the zeros. Okay,
0.
it's going to be 0 because this is saying, this is actually saying e to what power is going to be 1, and so e to the 0 power is always going to be 1.
It's like L into 1.
Yep. Anytime this is going to be a 1, these are all going to be then zeros. Let's see there. So it doesn't matter, as long as you have a 1 inside these are all going to be the value of 0, because you're saying what's the power, what the base to what power is going to be 1. Well, anything to the 0 power is 1. So all of these are 0. Okay, and then I think we had, gosh, another undefined. Okay, because remember, anything that's negative in here will make it undefined. So anyway, so you will have on your test just 8 problems just like this, and then you'll turn in your test and then finish your test with your calculator. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
All right. I know we had an extra, like on your review. The only one that we really didn't do the review for, or would be problem number 8, and that's where you're actually utilizing your power rule and your exponential rule. If you remember, we did a extra review page on the first part of the chapter and also the last part of the chapter, but I didn't have this one included for some reason when I looked back. Do we need to, you guys want to work that one, or what do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So when you have, what I would do first, when you have either multiplication or division, I would go ahead and separate it, okay? Because this is the one where you're wanting it, first of all, we're going to expand it. So it's all in 1. So this one is going to be the ln. We're going to have of e to the 9th power. And then since I'm dividing it, so it's going to be minus the ln of 3. Good? Then I'm going to go ahead and start simplifying. So I can move the 9. Any power can go right out in front. Okay, so this one is going to be 9 ln of e. And then I'm going to go minus the ln of 3. Now, if you notice here, the ln of 3, I told you anytime you can simplify it a little bit, it makes it a little bit better. So when I have the ln of e by itself,
It's just 1.
that is just 1, isn't it? So right here, I would rather you change that. And again, if you guys don't do that on your test, I'm not going to take off all the points, but I'm going to take off a half if you don't change this to 1, okay? Because this is going to be 9 times 1, so it's just going to be 9 minus the ln of 3. Now, the ln of 3, guys, you know that that's going to be that's not a whole number. If it can be a whole number, change it. But you remember, like if I do the ln of 3, I'm going to get a non-ending, I'm an irrational number. So leaving it as the ln of 3 is probably what is the best. Okay? So then let's go ahead and do this. This one's going to be the log of b. So I'm not going to change it because I don't have a number. But I'm going to start off with, I've got the log of b, I have x to the 3rd times, and then y. So I'm going to go, you guys want to log b? Uh-huh. Now, how do I change the y? What do I do right here with it times? So I'm going to go plus log base b of y. Then what am I going to do with the z to the 8th?
You're going to minus it.
So I'm going to go minus log base b of z to the 8th. And then, if you guys did this next step all in one step, I wouldn't take off for it. But I'm going to move those powers out in front, and then that's all I'm going to do. So this will change to 3 log base b of x plus log, gosh, I keep going to go cube of y, and then minus 8 log base b of z. Okay, so again, if you can go from here to here in the final, that's fine. But I usually kind of just to explain it, I usually will separate them a little bit. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and notice The other one, see, going the opposite way is condensing it. And so when I look at this one, the first thing I would do is I would put my power, I would just go backwards like I just did. So I would put my power back to my exponent. So again, that 4 is going to go back up here. So I'm going to write it as log base 9 of x to the 1/2 power. Keep in mind, I could have written the square root of x, right? And that's fine, either way. And then minus then log base 9 of x plus 5 all power. Goodness, I'm having a hard time. Oh, because I'm subtracting, that means all of this has to go on the bottom. So that means I'm going to end up with log base 9. My top number will be the square root of x, or x to the 1/2, either one is fine, divided by x plus 5 all to the 4th power. Okay? And that's about the best I can do. So the only thing I wanted to kind of highlight on, if you can simplify it, like if I had any of the problems that I had before, like if I had, say I had a base, I had this one like log base 3 of 1/27th, I would want to go ahead and simplify that to be just like this one would be -3. But if I can't, like I did here with the ln of e is 1, then I'm just going to leave it as the base that they have. Okay. I will have this key posted today on the lesson plans. Do you guys want to just try them first? Okay. And again, if you need, you also have the 2 reviews that I've given back to you guys in Ingalls and also you guys today. So you can look over those. You guys all did excellent on them, but just so those would be also good ones to, they're very similar to what you have on the test too.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to